like that. You gotta make me one of those.
Welcome back to another episode of Talk Dirty to Me. Today we're joined with Jose. He's trying to become a podcaster and he talks about boxing and stuff like that. So Jose, in your life, what got you into boxing? Like did you box as a kid or anything like that?
Yeah, I was boxing since shit, I was little,
Since
and
you
I
were real
boxed all the way. I was a teenager.
right.
Yeah, boxing is my life, bro.
So what actually inspired you to get into it? Was it like you watched a fight one day and you were like, "Hey, I want to do that."
Yeah, and just hanging with my friends. I had a friend and my dad too. My dad did boxing too, but my grandfather and stuff. But it was mostly like with my friends. Going to the gym. One of my best friends like boxing too, and then he invited me to the gym, and it just went from there. Fell in love with it.
Right. You never tried to go pro or go above where you went?
I mean, that was the goal when you're an amateur fighter. That's the goal.
Right.
Going
Right.
pro, but the thing is, I hurt my hands, so I had a lot of issues with my hands.
Oh
I
man.
injured my hands, so I
Right.
wasn't the same no more.
That happens to a lot of boxers.
Yeah, happens a lot in a lot of sports. You get injured, man.
Right.
Injuries is what ruins careers.
Right.
So especially a lot of fighters are like hardcore into recovery.
For sure.
You
Yeah.
know, there's
So
a
now you just explain it to a lot of people, right? So I've seen your short videos and stuff like that that you do.
yeah,
So now you're like trying to basically promote boxing and talk about
yeah. On my channel now, I'm gonna be doing episodes and podcasts with my other host. He's a really good friend of mine, and hopefully the goal is that we're gonna be interviewing fighters like in June. June, I think it's from June 7th all the way to like the 11th. It's every year. It's in Canastota, New York, the Boxing Hall of Fame. I'm gonna be going to that, and hopefully I'm gonna be going to the dinner banquet, and
right.
I'm gonna pretty much you're eating dinner around a lot of professional ex fighters and Hall of Famers, and so that's my time for me to get some interviews in, and I'm gonna be posting those interviews for those fight, enthusiasts out there, and people that love boxing and MMA and stuff. I'm gonna be, interviewing them, and like I said, putting it in my channel.
Right.
So, and I also gonna be calling in fighters into my my lives, and
Right.
so I can interview them with my co-host.
Yeah. So are you trying to reach out
And
to
I
the
also
youth?
gonna be having short videos, short
Right.
like not short videos, but videos of giving people news about what's going on in the game and MMA and boxing,
Right. Right.
and
So are
giving
you
them
trying
updates
are
and
you trying to
highlights.
reach out to the youth? Like get to the youth too?
Yeah, I'm also gonna be doing that. That's my goal.
Right. To bring out new fighters.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
goal is to have my own gym, the
Okay.
gym, and help these kids stay out of trouble, man. Give them something to love, like how I had. Like if it wasn't for that, I would. When I was younger, bro, it was man saved my life, bro.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for boxing, I don't know where I would have been.
It does it to a lot of people because you learn that discipline and
Hmm.
you got something to do every day.
Yep.
So it keeps you out of the streets and it keeps you focused.
Yep. Oh, definitely, bro. It teaches you um how do you say it? Accountability. It teaches you discipline most of all. It gives you that brotherhood with the other fighters in the gym, man, and it keeps you grounded and solid.
Right.
So I was given that gift that, I had something to hold on to as a kid,
Yeah.
you know. So whenever I needed it, I just go to it, which was boxing. Boxing was my go-to. I want to
Right.
give that same gift to these youths out here, man, that need it. Especially in this town where I live, man. There ain't nothing, no programs really for youth
Yeah.
besides the little sports they got in the schools, you know. But what
That's
about when they go home?
right. That's the
that's
worst part.
the that's where the real stuff happens.
Right. Right.
So
You gotta find stuff for the kids to stay out of the streets.
exactly.
Right.
Hmm.
So,
So,
are you like, have you ever taught anybody boxing?
oh yeah,
So you've
a
trained?
bunch of them. That's my passion too, is to teach.
Right,
Teaching boxing is my passion. That's what I
right,
love to do. If you go on my channels, I have a couple of videos of me teaching one of my guys. You can see that. But later on in the future, I'm gonna have a lot of videos of me teaching. I'm
right.
gonna be having like little shorts of me teaching moves to people.
Yeah,
Like let's say today I'm gonna be teaching how to throw a left hook. Let's say.
right,
So I'm gonna show people how to correctly do all of that.
right,
I'm gonna have in my channel. There's gonna be a lot of different contents for
right.
people. It's gonna be pretty cool, man. I'm excited to launch it.
So
Um,
when is your launch date? Have you guys chose a launch date or still working on that?
this week coming up.
Alright.
We're gonna do it this week.
What's your channel?
I just tried to contact him, my boy, and I'm waiting for him to text me back
Right. What's your
so we can
channel?
start. Huh?
What is your channel?
The fight game.
The fight game. At YouTube?
It's gonna be the fight game TV. That's what it's gonna be called. But for now, it's the fight game.
Right.
Yeah,
Is
it's the
the so
fight
the
game.
channel's already up?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can see videos that I had. I haven't
Oh,
uploaded any new content for a while because I had issues with my internet, and I just
right,
got a new internet. So, but now it's gonna be constant uploads. Again, I'm gonna give people news about what's going on in the game. You know, so anything that has to do with MMA, boxing, I'm gonna be reporting it. You
right.
know, you're gonna be knowing fight schedules, fight
So
updates, highlights, all that goody good stuff.
right.
So
That's
yeah,
good, man. That's good.
yeah, bro.
So
It's my
and
passion. I can't wait.
you've done small videos of fighting
Hmm?
talks. You've done small videos of fight talks, right? Where
Yeah.
you talk about fighting and stuff like
Hmm.
that?
Hmm.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've seen a few of those of yours.
Yeah.
Right. What happened to you vlogging? I seen that you were trying to vlog for a little while and then
Yeah. I just gave
kinda
up
fell
on
off.
it. I gave up on it, and that's around when I started having issues with my internet. So
Right. Right.
yeah, but
Yeah. So, I mean, like, it's all part of the learning process.
yeah, but
Podcasting is the hardest because, like, you don't just jump up and be good at podcasting,
nah.
it takes time.
I feel like you can learn though as you go. You know what I'm saying?
But you learn as you go and then you get your
You
people
get
that
better.
your
Exactly. You can get all your views and client and subscribers as you learn. A lot of podcasters, a lot of YouTubers, that's what they do. You
right.
know. So, but I want to be focused on YouTube a lot. 2025, man. YouTube is the new TV, bro.
It is.
Whatever's not in it, it's gonna be how do you say it? They're gonna be losing out, bro.
That
Because
everybody watches through YouTube,
2025 is the year for YouTube, bro.
right. Everybody watches YouTube. Well,
Everybody, bro. There's every day
right.
millions, 60 something million people a day watch YouTube, bro. It's
So I
insane.
stream on Rumble as well. You might wanna look into other
Rumble's
platforms
good.
too.
I'm gonna be doing Rumble too. I'm gonna be
Right.
checking that out. I want to stream on all platforms at the same
Right.
time. That's my goal. I'm gonna be doing Facebook, uh, Instagram, and YouTube.
Right.
And the one you just said,
Rumble. You gotta get a
yeah,
Patreon
Rumble.
too. I see a lot of, people using Patreon. Now, I'm not big
Patreon,
enough to use it yet, but
but
Patreon
Patreon is for like when you have a lot of
yeah,
subscribers
yeah,
and
yeah.
people want like to be part of, you know, of your channel, and
Right,
you have to do like uh special things for them, like, oh, you're gonna get a special video, extra video a week or something.
right. So
But in order to get that, you have to be a member for, let's say, some people charge 2.99, but I guess the cheapest is 99 cents on
right.
YouTube. But that's when
So are you just interviewing or are you just talking about, boxing when you do your podcast, or would you interview anybody?
oh,
Like
I'm gonna be doing all kinds of interviews, bro.
right,
In the long run, that's the goal, is to just I want to interview
right,
good minds and smart minds. I want to pick people's brains. It's
right.
my goal, bro. That's gonna be my passion, bro. So like in the long run, I want to make this my full time job.
Yeah.
I want to be focused on it. Like I've been working hard for this, bro. Trust
Yeah.
me, man. So
That's all you can do is work on it.
yeah, I'm gonna be
So
writing my scripts, all of that, bro. I'm not playing no games, bro. It's gonna be nice, man. Whoever's part of the my channel is gonna enjoy some good content, man. Especially if you love MMA, boxing, and I also will have a channel where I'm gonna be talking about politics and things that are going on around the world.
right. That's
Important
that
stuff.
that for me is too hard to get into because there's so much
Yeah,
controversy
so
involved.
so much, but that's the thing. That's the good part. When there's a lot,
Right.
you can talk about a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that are happening right now, man. Things that people don't even know is going on. So if
Yeah.
you talk about it, people will know
Yeah.
because millions of people watch YouTube. So you're
You
gonna be
never
good.
know. I mean, it can also boost your channel more
Yeah,
because you're talking about
for
certain
sure,
topics and people want to know about it.
for sure. It depends what niche you pick,
Right.
and talk about things like that. It's a good niche.
What you got to do is you got to get a studio set up so you can invite guests to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the goal,
That's
bro. That's the
that's
goal.
yeah,
All
that's
of that.
still our goal.
I'm coming for all of it, bro.
Right. That's
My
still our goal.
goal, my dream as a kid was always to be a boxer, fighter.
Right.
Always. I always did. I lived by the fighter code all the way into my teens, bro. That was everything that had to do with fighting. Is what I dedicated my life to. And then, things happen.
Mhm.
So, I developed depression because, man, I didn't accomplish my dream. So, figure like I still can do things with boxing. It has to do with boxing,
Right.
which is coaching. So, I turned, into wanting to be a fighter into now being a coach. I want to be a coach. I want to be
Right.
the best coach in the world. And I'm gonna be that. Mark my words. I want people to remember this face. I'm gonna be one of the best coaches because I'm gonna work my tail off for it.
To get it. Yeah.
And I want to be a face and be known in YouTube with boxing. You know what I'm saying? Anything
Right.
that has to do with MMA and boxing, I want people to know that they can rely on my channel, and I want to be known for that
Right.
because my dream was crushed of being a fighter. So now I turned it into something else.
So now
You
you got
gotta
to
have
face the
something to
rest.
look forward to in life, man. If you don't, you're gonna not.
Right. Now you have
Like,
to fight the life.
huh?
You still have to fight the life.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Always a fight, whether you're in the ring or you're outside the ring.
For
Life is a
real.
fight.
Yeah.
So now you work a 9 to 5, right? You work a regular job and just make
Yeah.
ends meet regularly, right?
Yeah. I just have a regular job and I have my own place. And just maintain it, man, right now.
Right, right. But your goal
And,
is to get
and
out of that situation.
yeah, and I'm also building a little business on the side.
Right,
So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about that business too. I'm gonna be on my other channel. I'm gonna be how do you say it? Recording all my steps, everything I do that has to do with my business. Let's say going to the store to get business cards. I'm gonna be recording that.
right,
Every step of the way, I'm gonna be recording it, showing people how I did it, my business.
right.
So that's what
So
I've been
growing up, who
doing.
was your favorite fighter?
Growing up, my favorite fighter was always Felix Trinidad and Andre Ward.
Okay,
Felix Trinidad is a Puerto Rican fighter back in the 2000,
right.
and Andre Ward is an American gold medalist. He
So,
he retired undefeated.
so today in today's world, who do you like now?
In today's modern boxing,
Yeah,
I would have to say in boxing, I would have to say Terrence Crawford and Tank Davis,
right. What about
Gervonta Tank Davis, and Terrence Bud Crawford.
right?
My
What
my
about
favorite, and the twins, the Charlo twins.
UFC?
UFC, John Jones.
Okay,
John Jones, he just doesn't get enough credit, man. He's the GOAT. I don't care what anybody said. That man is the GOAT.
Right.
Steroids or no steroids, you know. And
Right.
he's from up here, upstate New York. Come on, he's no
Right.
better.
Has he been
Yeah.
fighting for years or
Oh yeah, John Joe's been fighting since he was in his 20s.
okay.
He started fighting in Ithaca, New York, Bomb Squad, the gym Bomb Squad. There's a MMA boxing gym up there in Ithaca, New York, called Bomb Squad. That's where he pretty much started. But he's
Interesting.
originally from Rochester, New York, and then he came up to Endicott, New York, and Ithaca area, Lansing, all that area.
Right.
So
And what about you don't follow like WWEF whatever it is today?
I used to when I was younger, man. I used to be obsessed with it, especially
Right.
with the old fighters back in the day, like Razor Ramon,
Right.
the Ultimate Warrior, all of
Stone
that,
Cold.
Goldust, Stone Cold, all those.
Yeah.
Uh, I can just name them, man. Shawn, that was the good days. But then I watched an episode of Beyond the Mat and forget about it. When I saw that, that ruined everything of
When
me
you start
liking and loving wrestling because Beyond the Mat shows behind the scenes of what really goes on. And
right.
I saw how fake it was, and nah, this ain't for me. I
Yeah,
don't know why, bro.
you didn't like
Especially when I was into fighting and boxing, so I
right.
saw that like, what? Nah,
You didn't like the how fake it was?
yeah, bro. When I found out it was fake, because growing up, I thought it was real. I don't know
Right.
why, because it's so
Everybody
obvious now how fake
but
it
like
is.
as a kid,
But
everybody thinks it's real.
mhm.
Everybody. There's not
It's
one person.
crazy how you can't see it though,
Right.
because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like someone has to wake you up. It's fake, and once you like start paying attention to it, it's fake. You be like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. It's so obvious, and I couldn't believe how I didn't notice. Like, man, this thing is fake. The dudes have ketchup things that they blow up when they get punched,
Yeah.
make it look like blood, stuff like that. I was like, what? Come on.
Right. I mean,
But
so there is real
me
that
being a
happens
fighter too, I'm like, nah. Huh?
right. There is real that happens in it. Like people do
Oh
get hurt,
yeah.
you know?
Oh
This is
yeah, for
like
sure.
you
People
know,
get hurt doing stunts.
right,
Like, so
right.
I feel like that's the realness about it, doing the
They
stunt.
die. People
Huh?
die in the ring.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there's people that have died getting DDT'd. If you
right.
do a DDT the wrong way and you land on your neck, you
Yeah,
snapping your neck. So
yeah.
I guess that's the risk, but
And
when it
just
comes down to
like
like
that
the
one
winning and all of that, nah.
right, just like that one Owen Hart, or I think it was when he
Oh
fell.
yeah, when see that part right there was crazy, man. He freaking he was coming down and he fell at a live wrestling match, bro. That's insane.
It is.
When I found that out, I was like, "Holy cow!" See, those stuff like that can happen. These guys rich. They're pretty much like Daredevil stunt guys, but
Right.
that's how I look at it
So
because
I
they
guess
do
what
some crazy stuff, man.
and it's just for
Yeah,
entertainment.
yeah,
It's to entertain people, you know?
yeah. It's the WWE now is partnered up with the UFC now.
Okay.
I guess they have the same ownership or something. I don't know, something like that.
Would Vince McMahon go and buy him?
Yeah, and Dana White and Vince, they don't work with nobody, but I seen like a little documentary about that and an interview with Dana White, and he was talking about it. It was pretty interesting because those guys don't like to work with no one. They either
Right,
buy the company and that's it, and they'll buy it out and they'll take over the company. Like
right,
they did that with Bellator, Strike Force, but as like working with another company, nah. So it was they're actually working with the UFC or with WWE now.
right.
Like they got like a performance how do you say it? Center where they get trained and I don't
Right.
know. I guess they all work together or something. I don't know how it really works, but I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Yeah.
It's all I mean, it's all entertainment though. At the
Yeah.
end of the day,
And
whether
that's
you're
what I mean.
boxing,
But
UFC,
UFC is actually real. They get
well, it's
fucking
real, but
punched.
it's entertainment. It's still like entertainment for us, you know?
Yeah.
We like watching people go in the ring and get bloody and beat up each other, you
Yeah.
know? It's entertainment.
Yeah.
And then WWE or F or whatever.
Bro,
Um,
I love the fight game. Like I just love it, bro.
Right.
That's why I call it my channel the fight game because I love everything that has to do with competition fighting.
Yeah.
There's karate, combat karate, which is actually karate, and they fight. There's a channel on YouTube. It's called Combat Karate. I would highly recommend that channel, bro. They got some crazy karate fights there, and that's what I mean. The fight game. I'm talking about wrestling, fighting, all in one.
Right.
I
Right.
just
Every.
love that art. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's an art.
Yeah.
It's an art that, and it's a lifestyle that not a lot of people live that lifestyle. When you live it, it's like the greatest thing, bro. I love that fight game lifestyle. Just, just everything. I feel like I was born to be a fighter, man. I have that mindset, man. I love it. You know,
Definitely. I mean, it's interesting.
yeah.
It's definitely interesting. I don't watch enough of it. I watch sometimes, like I watch it sometimes, like if there's
Hmm.
something big coming on or
Oh, I
an
don't watch
old
no
fighter
fights,
comes
bro.
back out of retirement. I like watching that
Yeah,
because I mean, these
you're
guys,
what I call a casual fan.
right, right, right.
Here and there, you dip
Here
your
and there,
feet in here and there. Not me. I'm always in there.
right, right. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm always
interest.
in there, bro. Like I just watched this recent UFC fight. There's a lot of fights coming up too. In the summer is where it's at. From April and on, all the good fights happen, brother.
Yeah. What are some fights that you're looking forward to?
uh, mm, right now, there's one coming up in next week or in May, which I'm actually probably going to, and that's going to be some good content on my channel for that fight. It's going to be the first time ever fight in Times Square, New York. Times
Okay,
Square, New York City. There's never been no boxing fights I know of in history. There's ever been a fight in the street of Times Square.
okay,
There's usually fights at Madison Square Garden Arena, but not Times Square in the street.
right,
It's gonna be pretty cool. And that day there's a few fights. There's Ryan Garcia versus one of his friends that he's fighting. Forgot that dude's name. Romero. Garcia versus Romero and Devin Haney, and he's gonna be fighting Jose Ramirez. That's gonna be a really good fight. And then there's also Teofimo Lopez. Those three guys that I mentioned right there, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, and Romero, they're in the lightweight division. Those are the top guys in that division. They're all fighting in the same card.
right,
So it's gonna be crazy because the winner of if Garcia wins and Devin Haney wins, they're fighting each other again because Garcia already had beaten Devin Haney.
right.
But
What,
there's
what's
some
your
controversy around that.
right? What's your thoughts on like Logan Paul or Jake Paul fighting? Do you think that's more YouTube show
More
or
more for YouTube and the audience of people that really don't know
right?
fighting and
So
people that
do you tune into
casuals.
their fights?
Me, I was mad at first because I looked at it like it's kind of like a disrespect to real fighters that really put the work in, and this dude's coming in and he's laughing about it and he's getting rich of it. He's pretty much culture vulture, but at the same time, I looked at it and I'm like, wow, I kind of respect him now because why? First of all, he lives in my country in Puerto Rico. He bought
Right,
a house there and he lives there full time, and he also helps the community.
right.
So I respect that a lot. That's one thing. And
And
then I'm like, man, he's bringing a whole new fan base into boxing.
he is YouTube,
So it's helping boxing in a way because boxing was at a moment where it was kind of dying. Not dying because I don't think boxing will ever die. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, boxing's dying. Boxing will never die, bro. It
no,
will never die. Trust me.
because everybody wants
It
to do
just
it,
fades away a
right,
little bit because there's other sports that are taking over the spotlight. Like UFC. But when there's a big boxing fight, trust me, all eyes on that fight.
right.
You know. So
It's true.
that's what I think about it,
He
man.
he still puts in the work though.
Who's that?
What is it? Jake Paul?
Oh yeah. Oh no, no. Yeah,
He's
he
still putting in the
that's
work.
another thing I respect. He puts in the work, he trains, but I don't like how he picks his little sparring partners that he can
Right,
beat up. He doesn't actually spar people that are really good
right,
because for me, you're not gonna ever get good if you're not sparring someone that's better than you.
right,
That's the only way you're gonna get better. In the gym, you get better as a fighter when you get your ass whooped.
right.
Excuse my language. All how I got better, my best friend, a bunch of fighters in our gym got better from ass whoopings.
Right,
Bro, I used to they my nose broken, eyes swollen, used to go home bleeding. That's the only way you get better.
right. You don't get better.
Fighting people that are better than you. So I feel like he doesn't spar people that are better than him or at least his level.
Right,
I seen a lot of his content of him sparring, getting ready for fights, of him just hiring people so he can beat up during sparring like a punching bag. It's like
right.
what? It don't make no sense.
What
But
what'd you think about the Tyson fight?
huh?
What'd you think about the
Tyson
Tyson?
fight? I just thought he was too old for that, man.
Yeah.
If you would have caught Tyson, the younger Tyson, a couple years ago, he would have got beat.
So a lot of people are saying that it was staged. It was staged for Logan to win it.
Nah,
You don't
I
think?
don't think it was staged. Mm-mm.
You think Tyson was just
Well, at
being
first I
tired?
thought Tyson was holding on, holding back because it
Right.
looked like it was holding back.
There was a few
But
spots
no,
where I
yeah, I
thought
gotta remember, huh?
there was a few spots that I thought he held back. It looked as
Hmm.
if he held back, but
Yeah,
like
there's times that he threw his punch and he cut
yeah,
back, but it's like
he's
people
kind of
gotta remember, man, that man is in his 60s, bro. What is he,
right.
60, right? I forgot his age. He's
Yeah,
up there in age, bro.
yeah.
It's not the same as when he was in his 20s.
That
You know what
kind
I'm
of almost
saying?
ruined Jake for that
Huh?
because he fought somebody that old, being as young as he is.
Mhm.
That kind of almost ruined him.
Yeah.
You know.
My buddy's calling me right now to do the podcast. I don't know. But yeah, I just
Yeah, we'll run for a few more minutes if you don't mind,
nah,
and
you're
then
good, bro. I'm here,
we'll,
man. I'm good, bro. I'm gonna call him back after.
right, right, right. We'll run
Yeah.
till like 30 minutes in, and then
Mhm.
cut it off. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely something cool to get into. And if you're covering all aspects of fighting, not just boxing, not just
Nah.
UFC,
Right.
you're covering everything. That's better
Mhm.
because martial arts is a
Yeah,
nice
bro.
thing too.
It's huge.
You
It's a
know,
lot of things in it, bro. There's
right,
all types of different styles of fighting. There's sambo, there's
right,
wrestling, there's keto, there's so many of them.
right,
There's it's so many different styles of fighting, man. Muay Thai. That's my one of my favorite styles of fighting is Muay Thai. I
right,
love the culture of Muay Thai. Thailand, like one of my dreams is to live in uh it's a city called Phuket, Thailand. Bro,
right,
that's my dream is to live there for at least a whole year and study their culture. Oh my god, I love it.
right.
Those people, they go hard. They go hard in Muay Thai. I love it, bro.
You gotta travel the world and study each
Yeah,
form of fighting because
exactly. I
like
wanna, like,
ev
embed myself in the community, like, find a gym in Muay Thai and, like, live there and train there every day, and just learn that culture.
right,
Oh,
right,
man, that's my dream. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
right.
it one day.
It's
Yeah. Huh?
definitely a good idea. It's definitely a good plan.
Mhm.
And hey, if you wanna come
Thailand is a beautiful country to live in too, bro.
right. If you wanna come back on, like,
Beautiful.
tomorrow or something, let me know because
Yeah.
we can shoot on Rumble.
Yeah, bro. Let me know whenever you wanna shoot, man.
We'll
Just
get your we'll get we'll
know.
get as much out for you as possible.
Yeah.
We'll promote you.
We'll we'll have something set up nice,
Right,
for more viewers,
right.
better questions and stuff. I'm just
Yeah,
starting
yeah,
off
'cause right
now.
now we're just shooting off the whim. We don't even know what we're
Yeah,
talking
we didn't
about.
even plan this. We didn't
Yeah,
even know we were gonna shoot today,
no.
so
No, so, I
we'll
mean,
have a better
definitely
episode.
if you want me to plan a better podcast where I'm asking you good questions and stuff like that,
Yeah,
let me know because I got a few other platforms that I can run you on. And I
run
can
it
do a
up.
multi-run too, and we'll run on multiple platforms if you want.
Yeah, run it up. Run it
Yeah,
up and just call me.
Right, right,
We'll
right.
do it. I'm always gonna be right here. I'll just
Yeah, and
answer and we do it.
right. And,
You know?
for anybody tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our videos because that helps us out,
Yes,
you know?
sir. Come on,
So
y'all. It don't cost y'all nothing. It's just your finger. Doop. That's it.
yeah,
Help
check out
out
our
the brother, man. Help out, spread the word, the love. The only
right.
way people are gonna reach out if you like. When you
Yep,
like, hit that like button. It spreads out into the algorithm. The more
yep.
it reaches more people. So the
So
more
give us
you hit that like button, the better. We appreciate it.
yeah, but, I mean, tune in next time with, Jose because I'm gonna bring him back on, and we're gonna do a better shoot, a real shoot. He just wanted to see what it was like to be on a podcast.
Yes,
So,
sir.
here he is.
But
Have
yeah, bro. I'll see